Hi everybody, today we're going to look at some very basic button animations. Now at this stage we have added some action scripted buttons to move between frames, and we have also looked at how to change the colour of buttons by replacing button frames. But today we're going to look at animating a button. Okay, so I've got 4 buttons here: green, amber, purple and blue, and at the moment they're just symbols, they're just images. Okay, I'm going to right click on the first one and go convert to symbol. Now it's come up as movie clip. I want to change it to a button, and I want to call it button 1. You'll be sick of the name button at this stage, so we say OK. So that's now, if we go into our properties, we can see that that's a button, right? So we're in scene 1. If I double click on that button, everything grays out except for that button, and you see that we're now inside scene 1, inside button 1. And our timeline has changed to a button timeline. So we've got 4 frames. We've got up, over, down and hit. We discussed these before. So what we want to do is we want to add a keyframe into over, which will duplicate the frame. It's exactly the same. Okay, so at the moment when we hover over, it's going to do exactly what it was doing in the up frame, which is nothing. But, and here's where it gets just a little bit freaky. If I right click on the button while it's in the over frame and I go convert to symbol, instead of letting it become a button, I can change that individual image to a movie clip. And I'm going to call it stretch. Okay, now while it's in the over frame, if I double click on it, look where I am now. Inside scene 1, inside button 1, inside stretch. So I'm now inside a symbol, which is a movie clip. Okay, so we go up to frame 5 and we insert a frame. You see we're back to a normal timeline here now with regular frames. We right click anywhere in that series of frames. We go create motion tween and we say OK. And we click on the last one and we go modify, transform, scale. And we stretch that button ever so slightly and you'll see our keyframes turns up. Okay, let's go back to our scene 1 and let's run the animation and see what happens. Okay, so when I hover my mouse over, it's moving. Why? Because we put a special keyframe into the over frame of the button and we changed the size of it. Now it's hopping around there because it's only 5 frames long, which isn't very long, and I didn't put in any code, stop code, to say just do this once and stop. So it's repeating. Okay, so let's get out of that. Let's do one more. Okay, now I have 4 here, but let's do another one. Okay, so I right click on my second button and I go convert to symbol. Now, by default, it will be at the last type of symbol I created, but we want it to be a button again. And we're going to call it button 2 and we say OK. I double click to go inside button 2 and you see I'm inside scene 1, inside button 2. I put a keyframe into the over frame. But this time what I wanted to do is I wanted to do something different when I click, not when I hover. So I'm going to put a keyframe into the down frame, and inside the keyframe, while it's in down, I right click and I go convert to symbol. And this time I'm going to change it back into a movie clip and I'm going to call it grow. And I say OK. Okay, now I double click again. Look where I am now, inside scene 1, inside button 2, inside grow, and I'm back to a regular timeline. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a frame in on frame 5. I'm going to convert that series of frames to a motion tween and say OK, and I'm going to click on the last one and then click on my frame. Okay, now I can really do pretty much anything I want to do with this at the moment, but because we called it grow, let's make it just a smidge larger. So I'm going to go modify, transform, scale, and I'm going to pull it down from the corner just that tiny amount. Okay, now 1 second there. We go back to our scene 1 and we run the animation. Let's see what happens. So I hover over this and it does that, but when I hover over this it does nothing. But look what happens when I click it. Okay, so you get the idea here. Depending what we push into the over frame or the down frame governs how the button animates. Now we can spin that button, we can put a glow around that button, we can have it disappear, we can have it fly off screen, we can do whatever we want as long as we make sure that we're doing it in the over frame or the down frame. Now you're going to be doing a lot of this today, so I want you to have a lot of experience in it. Do as many of them as you can. Get all your favorite cartoon characters and bring them in and have them do all sorts of things. You can, if you want, have the image change from the over frame to the down frame. So when you click on it, it changes completely. It doesn't have to be the same image getting larger or stretching or fading or glowing or whatever. You can change it completely. But that can be a little disconcerting. But it's okay to know how to do it. That would be good. Okay, so any problems with this, as usual, you come back to me. But hopefully you shouldn't have too much of a problem with it. Try do as many changes in the over and the down frames. Bring 10 buttons on and have them all change differently.